For 3x3, I really wanted to get a sub 13 average, but I hadn't practiced very much before the competition, so I changed my goal to sub 13.5. So I was alright with the low 13. Then I got 2 mid 12s and I was pretty happy with that. A high 12 and I had locked in a sub 13 average, which was way better than I was hoping for already. A nervous 14 to end the first average of the day, and with those PRs and 16th place, I made it to 3x3 round 2. I just finished 3x3 round 1. I did a lot better than I thought, so I think I got a sub 13 average. They haven't put the results up yet, but I'll show them somewhere here. So next up I have 2x2, and I need to get to practicing. I never practice 2x2 because who does? So I just wanted to beat my PRs of 4.56 and 5.57. The first solve, I messed up PBL and I had to start over. I messed up really bad.
A few inches later.
That one cuber makes some pretty cool content and deserves more views and subscribers, so go check out her channel after this video ends. My second solve was a pretty uneventful high 5. I really need a tripod. Then I got this solve. At the time, this was my PR, so I was pretty happy about it. This is a pretty bad angle, so it looks like there's a +2, but it's actually not, it's fine. Then I got another low 4, which was really nice because that was counting. And then this happened. I got 415, which means that I had 2 counting 4s and a sub 5 average and a new PR single. I was really happy about this, and I thought that I was done with 2x2 for the competition, but I wasn't. More on that later though. Then I did some judging, which is always fun, and I borrowed a Pyraminx from that one cuber to practice.
Bruh.
The first solve was all the worst cases you can get, so all the edges were flipped in their spot, and I got the worst last layer case possible, and I executed it absolutely atrociously. The third solve was pretty average, except I had this huge hesitation in last layer. Then I had more last layer hesitation, which resulted in a 9. Then on the final solve, this happened. That solve brought me up to an 809 PR average and ranked me 15th in the whole competition. After that was everyone's favorite event, lunch. But unfortunately the restaurant we went to wasn't very good. But this is when I found out something very unexpected. I found out that I made 2x2 and Pyraminx finals. This was my first time ever making any kind of finals, and I was very excited. After lunch, we had unofficial events, and I was signed up for the 2-person mini Guilford relay. I only have this short clip because I didn't think much of it, but I really wish that I recorded it. You'll see why later. Me and my partner Dalton Nicholas got a time of 3 minutes and 7 seconds. After that, we had... I never practiced skew because why on earth would you? On the first solve, I got the 2 worst cases you can get, and my turning was absolutely atrocious, which resulted in an awful time of 17.22 compared to my average of about 12 seconds.
Bruh.
Then I got a much more normal time of 12.47, nicely followed by 2 sub 10s and ended off by a mid 10. This resulted in a PR average of 10.84. I couldn't vlog a lot at this competition because there was a lot of judging to be done and a lot of events, but next up we had... I couldn't find the first solve footage, so I'll just play some other footage, but I average about 1 minute 40 seconds on Megaminx, so I was going for about that in competition. The first solve was a 137, so that was on pace. Then I got this 127, which I was really happy with, but unfortunately it was a +2, so it's 129, but still a really good solve and sub 130. Then I got a 136 and 137, and then I filmed this clip. Okay, I'm doing really good in Megaminx, and I want to get a good last solve, so. And here's that last solve. My phone fell over at the very start. A 135, which got me a 136 PR average and a sub 130 single. I was very happy with this. Organizers in Florida must hate Square One because it's never at competitions here, but they finally had Squan at one of the competitions, and I knew I wouldn't make finals, so this is my only chance to get a good average. I've never competed in square one before, so I wasn't used to the card thingies, and I picked up the cube from the wrong side and didn't realize it for a solid 10 seconds, so I got a 33 to start off the average. But I made up for it on the next solve with the 15. I average about 19, by the way. Then I got an 18 with parity, so I'm pretty happy with that. Then I got this solve with opposite parity. By the way, I got parity 4 out of 5 solves in this average. What? Anyway, so I did 3 solid times and a 33, and all I needed was a decent solve to get a great average. So this is what happened on the final solve.
Very unfortunate.
Keelan, 60.
What? Oh, I put it back in wrong.
I'll let you give it around.
Yeah, it's gonna be the worst anyway.
Bruh.
This solve ruined my average and took it from about a 19 to a 24. After this tragedy, I was going for a sub 25 average this round, and my first solve was 29, so not amazing. Then I got this epic sub 20, which I'm very happy about. And then I have no clue what happened here, but it was a 26. And the same thing happened my next solve, and I got a 21. But I honestly don't remember this round too well. And on the final solve, this happened again. But what I remember is that my turning and solution were hot garbage, and I got a 40, which, well... Alright. So that terrible solve made my average 25.66, which is not sub 25, but at least I got a good single out of it. I forgot my hand warmers. My only goal in finals was to not place last. I got a shaky 9 to start, and right after that I got this solve, which could have been better, but still pretty decent. For the third solve, there were a bunch of tips, and I was kind of shaky. Then I got this 7, which is pretty nice. And on the last solve, I had this extreme last layer hesitation, which made this solve a 10. I finished with an 871 average, which placed me 14th out of 16th, which is not dead last, so I achieved my goal. Then came what I was most excited for. On the first solve, this happened. Then the phone fell. But here's the time. I promise you this was real. It's on my profile. Then I filmed this clip. I can't believe I just got that. That's insane. I never get sub 9s. I averaged 12, guys. Even a week later, I still haven't gotten a sub 9. I lost the footage for the third solve, but it was a 13. Then I got an OLL skip, which resulted in a 10. What? I was an OLL skip too.
I thought that was faster than that, actually. Good song.
I got a little excited and got a 16. And then the final solve of 3x3 for the day, which was a 12, and got me a 12.17 PR average and an extremely epic 8-second single that I will literally never beat. Then I had the final round of the day. I decided why not go for my sub 5 average in the finals. So my first solve was a 415, which is on pace, and then I got a pretty average 16. Then I got this solve. It was a 2.54, which is the best solve of the day and my PR. I never get sub 3s, okay? I'm so happy with this, and it looks really nice on my WCA profile. Why does my camera always have to fall on all the best solves? For the fourth solve, I forgot what color face I was doing, which resulted in a 5. And then this was the final solve of the day. Anyway, it was a 6, which got me a 519 average, which isn't sub 5, but it's okay. I filmed the award ceremony, but it was kind of boring, so I'll just show you the ceremony for the Mini Guilford Relay.
For third place for 2 persons is Kellen Butler and Ezra Crane. 426.
Oh, 426. Me and my partner beat that.
No.
Wait. No way we're top 3.
Second place is Daniel Estrada Hernandez and Prado Polcardi with 343.53.
No way. Hang on. I don't think we won. There's no way. There's no way.
First place for 2-person Mini Guilford is Gabby Tajarni and Dalton.
Stand in the middle.
And
Now
I
go
got a
to
raffle.
Yeah! All right. 2x2. Oh, wait.
For 2x2 one-handed, third place is Trenton Lucid. 1103.
Then there was a raffle for gift cards, and you won't believe what happened.
I want to make
Daniel Estrada Hernandez. Don't get it.
Where's he?
Going once. Daniel Estrada Hernandez. Going twice. All right, take another one. Emilian Simkovich.
Who?
Emilian
Yay!
Simkovich.
I've seen it. No.
Emilian going twice.
No.
Okay, take another one. Ben Sandlin.
Where's Ben?
Ben Sandlin.
No, not again. No.
Okay, pick again. Kellen Butler. Kellen Butler.
No way.
Alex Flores.
Bruh.
So that's the comp. I'm so happy with my performance. I got some insane PRs and met a bunch of people. Definitely my best comp yet, and I'll see you next week.